Hello again, another video from the cheek chaps, Daniel and Grant. This is a follow-up to the last video, the £22 gaming computer. There's going to be a link to that in the description. And today we're going to be benchmarking that computer. So Grant, can you tell a bit more about the specs?
So the specs of this computer are an i5 3570K. This is cooled by a H60 cooler. We're using 16 gigs of Corsair RAM. That's clocked at 1800 megahertz. We've got a 60 gig Boot SSD, a 1 terabyte hard drive. The graphics card to this computer is a GTX 650 non-TI, sadly. So this is a 1 gig card. And powering all of this system, I think we believe it's a 55 watt power supply, which again, I think we both want to iterate.
550.
It's 550, well, supposedly, but we do not recommend this power supply, but it's working. We've had it for a few years now, so we'll see.
All right, let's get started.
And these are the results that we have from the benchmarking. So we'll start off with Minecraft, where we see an average frame rate of 196 and 1% lows of 41, so it's a very playable experience.
And then for the overclocked results, it just gets even more playable. We get 233 frames average, then 55 for the 1% lows.
So overall, that's a pretty good experience on the GTX 650. Skyrim, we did run the special edition, so it's a little bit harder to run. We got an average frame rate of 49 with 1% lows of 30. So again, it's an arguably playable experience. However, with the overclock, I'll let Daniel explain.
Yes, with the overclock, we didn't have much luck at all. The game, for whatever reason, didn't like it. It just... as soon as you got into the world from the menus, it just wouldn't work whatsoever. And the overclock was stable in everything else we did, and we tested it for a while, so not sure what went on there. But even unoverclocked, the game ran quite fine, I think, so...
yeah, so overall, it is what it is. Then we move on to 7 Days to Die. 7 Days to Die ran an average of 37 frames with 1% lows of 4. This game wasn't playable, in my opinion. It was just grim.
Yeah, even with the overclock, the average frame rate went to 41 seconds, which sounds fine. It's the drops, the frame drops. Even overclocked, the 1% lows were 6 frames a second. I think the resolution we were playing at was a bit too much for that game on that card.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to give that one a fail. Fortnite was, however, a very playable experience at average frame rate of 105 with 1% lows of 14. It's pretty good.
And for the overclock results, again, it gets better. 130 average frame rate. But the biggest improvement was the 1% lows. We saw far fewer frame rate drops. And the 1% lows went to 28 frames a second compared to 14.
So overall, really happy with that. We also did run Cinebench R23. Yeah, if that's what we're on now.
Newest one.
So the multi-core performance was 3091, comparable to a 10th gen i7. That's in a laptop. So
and it was still quite a bit slower.
It was still quite a few points behind. Single core was 797. So again, I mean, a Ryzen, I think we saw a Ryzen
1700, so that's from 2017. Still far newer, of course. It was still quite a bit behind that, but you know, a game's fine. The CPU was never the limiting factor in any of the games we played.
Yes, I mean, overall, I think what we've learned is that the GTX 650 is, I mean, if you've got no alternative, is a very usable card. However, we probably would recommend upgrading that on this system, and hopefully that's something that you'll see soon. Yeah, I'm happy with this.
That's the next upgrade.
Yeah. So if you keep an eye on the channel, there should hopefully be an upgrade video in the link below of what we eventually turn the system into. And I think once that's done, it's going to be the end of the £22 budget game PC. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.